Neither team really has anything to play for. Bears and Packers are going to make the playoffs from the NFC East. Vikings sitting at 6 and 8. Do not really have a shot. I am going to probably rest my starters if we go up more than 20 points. Any point during this game. Except for Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd is chasing the NFL record for 23 sacks. I believe the record now is actually 23, but if we can get 23 and a half, that's what we're going for. That's what we're going to shoot for here. But other than that, I think I might rest the QB, might rest tight ends, all that good stuff. We shall see how it goes, though. I didn't even check the injury report to see who was out for the Vikings, honestly, but I could do that at any time. Oh, Minnesota plays in the Dome. I forgot. Airy stadium here.
Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the
Steph Lover taking a knee.
Flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row. And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL.
Who is this quarterback?
So much parity.
Austin Davis. Well, no more Teddy B, huh? Injury-prone Teddy Bridgewater. It's a pivotal matchup in Philadelphia and Dallas right there. Pivotal matchup. Buffalo, New York, too. Both of those teams have a chance to go 9 and 7 and actually probably make the playoffs. Jacksonville blows out Denver. Know the look on D. We need safeties. I mean, single high safety is our look.
Davis now.
Oh, they got me. Oh my God. Give me a big hit. Good shit.
Short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Well, we fucked up. Evading that right outside, please. Thank you.
You knew he was going to be there, right? I knew you were going to go there. And the first carry of the game here.
Make that tackle 57 got trucked. Oh, buddy. 6'6", 250.
And now they'll have some options on second and short. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
In fact, give me Eddie Goldman right here.
Following the run.
Oh, hell no.
On the ground again, it's Mason.
A big hit. Oh, my God.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
All right, that's not good. Not a good start to the defense right here.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. This guy gets lost in a good way.
Good job. Good job right there.
And he'll be dropped at the 23.
Say good job by me because I actually hit my gap, shut a block, and made the tackle. 5-yard game, though.
And to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph. He's been to the Pro Bowl already. Battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. It's a 10-yard pickup.
And stick around, huh?
Red zone opportunity. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, good play 89. Good play 89.
Their big tight end. His first touchdown.
Hey, Colt, I thought it was going to be the Z spot, but they actually ran the drive. Good play by them, bro.
Just how they wanted to start this one in the end zone on their first possession. And that
good play by them, bro.
How about that play right there.
6 plays, 75 yards.
Opening possession.
Damn good drive by them.
I'm going to look forward a little bit now because
damn good drive. Green Bay and Kansas City right there. It's a good matchup.
A little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Been out here with the shot play off rip. Don't really see an advantage. This halfback dive here. Got to block Sharif Floyd right there, homies.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And
he'll
take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Zinger.
And that's complete. And able to get this one
at the left side, had a blitz coming there, had it covered on the left. Both routes were covered. I'm going to hit and get the outside guy there on the right for a nice gain. Nice gain.
Fresh set of downs here. And the wideout in motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll
don't hit my QB, please. Thank you.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's my fault. Felt the pressure coming off the left. Gotta remember to stay in the pocket. I have a premier left tackle, man. Gotta remember that shit.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, really?
Hang on to it through the contact.
Oh, you got to hold on to that. 88?
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Bounce, 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 baby. Got the backspin on there.
And no return here. This one's going inside
the
15
line.
To the 20
All right,
yard line.
take that. Take that. We take that.
And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run again with Mason. And not much there
Good
at
shit,
all.
baby.
Up only to about the
Got him.
16-yard line.
Got
Just a couple
him.
on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action.
I forgot to swap my corners.
It's
all good, though.
It's
all good. It's all good right here.
And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them.
I think they better go to the run.
And we saw them work on it in practice as
Spread
well.
us out.
Most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game.
Oh, good shit, 90?
They got the look that
Good shit, big fella.
and they were able to take advantage of it. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Good stop. Good shit.
There. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Davis now. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39.
Okay.
14 yards that time and a fresh set of down.
Attacking the young bull over there.
You pick up a first down. Not only does he
back swap.
catch, but has enough body
to the pass right here.
to get his feet down.
We got to take fucking, what's the name out?
And dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
33, you got to take that one, buddy.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
All right, they're going back to a base set now.
Ten yards still left on second down. Mason.
Oh my God.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory.
Thought they were going to try to go play action right there, man. Had the blitz on.
The game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
And this time they're
shit right there, baby.
Up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now this will be the
I hate when I fucking pick my plays too fast, bro.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense,
good shit. Let's get it.
And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Give me that. Give me that, young fella. There we go.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find his man on the
nice one.
route. Complete.
Nice
one.
Got
18 yards out of that one.
Singed it on a deep comeback, baby.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it.
We got off coverage. We're taking it.
Come on. And kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular.
Single coverage.
Route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know.
Gonna play the little ball off there, buddy.
And know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade. The Sports Fuel Company.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second down now after the pass completion.
Deep safety look. Oh, that's a blitz coming there, huh? Okay.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
I didn't think he would actually make that play.
Here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Play by 31.
Really good, smart play by the defense.
Play by 31.
Short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
There's that run D that we like so much, man. Let's get it, baby.
Offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, hell no.
The first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Shouldn't have got that bullshit.
Through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's the option.
Got him.
Right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive
2nd and 12,
end.
2nd and 12, 2nd and 12.
On the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running
They should try to
Instead, he kept it and ended
deep
up taking
pass
a
here,
loss
maybe.
on the play.
Now they run. It's
Oh, my God.
And he'll get it up to the
33-yard
line.
2nd and long, they run the ball.
And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now
Look at Trey Mason just running through my defense, bro. What is this?
That was a big conversion there on 3rd down, and I remember playing, and all the time on the sideline.
What is this, son?
Coach calling for the punt team to get ready on 3rd down because you can't call for it on 4th down. It's too late getting on the field. So a lot of times you're lining up, and the offense can see you lining up.
Oh, my God.
Occasionally it serves as motivation for them. I'm not letting these guys back out here. I want to keep the ball on offense, and that's exactly what they did.
A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well.
Oh my God!
They're getting the ball on the move.
Are you serious? Quarterback broke a tackle. What?
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL.
Oh, why you hurt your foot? That wasn't smart.
Was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll run here with Mason.
Good shit. They let me off the block. Yay.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second.
Look at these carries, bro. 14 to 89, my nigga.
Energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game.
Miss cover 6.
Gotta make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll drop the throw. This
was all me. That was all me. Kelly was stick, bro. Kelly was stick.
And not much run after the catch.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here we go. Detroit! Now Mason. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal to go now.
Got him.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal.
I don't want them running the ball on me right here, but
my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a
Tampa
thought.
2.
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It's caught in the end zone.
Oh, that's so dirty. Corner route.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you're
wow.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game.
This is a late season debacle in the works right here. Gotta get points right here, man. Gotta get points right here.
Because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away.
I could have set that up, bro.
As opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from
The clock didn't stop? Did I not go out of bounds? Okay. All right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The catch is made by
Right on a deep crosser. Got matched up with a linebacker. You know you done fucked up, Mike. You know you done fucked up, Mike.
So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this.
Yeah.
I think you need to take them home. Tomorrow, not going to be a call here. Right?
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They come up in an offset eye. Trying to punch it in with Howard. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll hand things over their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. And they'll run it here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to... Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down now following the run. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will take this up. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Vikings send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because of what...
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. That's now a fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Now let's go. B-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. He's got Curse. 15 yards there for number 15.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Surveying the field. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver was Trey Mason. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's...
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Got a man, it's right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now. 3-19.
1st and goal from the 5. On 1st and goal, Howard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver, complete. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
3 up to midfield. Tackle made there by Sharif Floyd.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. And a field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football because offenses are so tuned up and usually have the ability to strike almost at will that when you're only giving up 3, you feel like it's almost like basketball. You're trading, right? I give up 3 on my end. I'm counting my offense to get 6 on the other, and that is a win.
Yeah, it's a win for the kicker, too, I guess, if he makes the field goal, right?
No doubt about it. He feels good about things, but his team feels like they settled.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And right with it here over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nelson Aguilar, 33 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A dump off for Mason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Curse. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. Now back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll run the option left. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wright's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on first down. The left side caught by Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now they're in the hurry up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They run it with Mason. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Trey Mason, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown, and so likely we'll kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff, and then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The man in motion is Wright. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Eifert with time running out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Tried
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A dump off for Mason. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They're going to look to throw, and that's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Curse. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
a really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught at the 2. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a pressure spot here for Roberto Aguayo from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Bears, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.